Well, hey there team, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to some more Medieval Dynasty. I can't help it, I want to play some more. I need to know. I actually really do want to know where this goes. Anyway, Unighost's story. Talk to Dobra... I'm not saying the rest of your name. So... do we know what time of day it is? Is that what the thing at the top, no, at the top center is? Do I have a wristwatch? Perhaps a Rolex? Maybe a sundial I carry around? Day 1, 1703. It's 5 in the afternoon. Your eyes are the size of the moon. Okay, cool. So let's stuff it. Let's go talk to this bloody bloke's misso. Really quick. We'll just go kick in the door and go, hey, I'm the guy from this morning. I built my house. You're like, you built a house in a day. It's like, what can I say? They don't have PS5s in this time period. What else am I going to do? Oh, okay. Yeah, fine. Build a house, I suppose. So you can see my hunger meter's going about halfers at the moment. Can I put my axe away? I can, so I can stop flogging it in my face. I think I have a torch in my back pocket, so I should be all right. Look at all the people, and hey, look what's going on there. What's this bloke doing? Is it a well? Oh, Nemo. Playing in a well? Alright, where is Sharon? Now if I hold down this, I think, there you go, look, it tells me where there are people. It looks like Unighost's got stuff to do as well. Food! Discover all the food resources rot over time, may cause food poisoning. Yeah, I believe preserving food as well is going to be a big part. The rot, I think, is day and season related. Like, as I understand it, there are X days to a season. Like, I think maybe 3 days in a, like, say, winter goes for 3 days. I'm not sure. Hi, you're Dobro, right, you're Deborah. Nice to meet you. I'm Rasimir. Hello, what can I help you with? 32. Jeez. How old was old mate? 50? Good for you, bud. Oh, I like her hair. That's nice. Bring that back. None of this half buzz cut bullshit that all these edgy shielders, they think they're being original and, oh, I've got this haircut no one else has. No, all the other dickheads have that haircut. Have this. Get bloody wind braids going again. Let's go. Wind braids 2022. Bring them in next year. Unighost told me that you can fix me up with some food. I haven't eaten a proper meal in weeks. What brings you to me? Hunger, thirst, and Unighost. That's funnier though. Let's do that. Sounds like a true trinity of misfortune. That's quite clever. Very funny. Hunger and thirst I can easily fix, but my husband's doings might be effortless to revoke. What's he done now? Oh, nothing at all. He was great so far, actually. He did welcome me, a total stranger in his town, even offered guidance and nourishment. You know what? That is cheeky humor I can get around. That maniac. Dude, they have overhauled the writing so well. This is great. I like you already. Here, grab the best food this lousy joint can offer and tell me your story. There's nothing much to say. I've just arrived at the valley looking for my uncle Jordan. Didn't expect to be done searching so quickly, to be honest. Oh yes, he was Unighost's friend. I remember now hearing that he had eyes just like yours. I'm sorry for your loss. It's clever how they've put the, whatever you call it, heterochromia or whatever, the miscolored eyes in, because that would be a big deal in these sort of times, right? It's kind of a big deal still. You don't see it very often, right? But, you know, they don't exactly have YouTube or any of that sort of stuff, so... Hey, have you seen that dude with the mismatched eyes? Do you reckon he's related to that other bloke that had those same eyes? Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, that sort of thing. That's okay, I don't even remember him really. Most that I know about him was from my mother's stories. She always looked up to her big brother, loved him furiously, even when he stopped visiting. Oh, well, you know. Lots of people did from what I've heard. There was something special about him. Yeah, tough shoes to fill, huh? The only shoes that you need to worry about filling are your own. Every man is the architect of his own fortune. 100%. Yes, I love it. Thank you for saying that. It's what I really needed to hear. But let's not talk about me anymore. What's your story? Oh, I was part of a traveling band of troubadours. I've never managed to learn how to play any instrument, but I was pretty decent with my singing. Our travels brought us to the valley not long after the death of your uncle. I still remember seeing Unighost for the first time. He had so much sadness in his eyes. Jordan wasn't just a friend of his, he was a part of him. Oh, well, isn't that sweet? The band left a few days later, but I stayed. There was something in Unighost's presence that I simply knew my place was by his side. You probably noticed the age difference. No, I don't know what you're talking about. It's good age difference, should be right. What, are you implying that I look old? Nothing of the sorts anyway, so it looks like you were anchored here by love. That's pretty amazing. Yeah, you could call it that, or blindness, or stupidity, poor judgment maybe, whatever sounds best to you. Pretend all you like, you fell hard for the grandpa with sad eyes, and you know it. I did. He annoys me sometimes like nobody else. Well, the age difference isn't terrible. What, she's 32, he's 50, especially once you get in that age bracket. It's probably a bit of a big deal if you're in high school, but it's not so terrible when you're getting on. Who cares, right? As long as you're happy. But don't let me go all soft on you. Surely you have places to go. It was a pleasure talking with you, Deborah, every second of it. Here, I know it's not much, but it will come in handy when starting a new life. Everything costs coins these days. Oh, I really appreciate that, but I'm not looking for charity. I'll manage. Oh, come on now, don't be try to be a hero. Men, all right. Do something for me then. It won't be a handout, just your first pay. Well, that I can agree on. What do you need? There's a farmer in the village. She's called Yargo Niwa. She usually supplies the tavern with rye, but I haven't got anything from her in a while. My stock is almost gone, and you don't even want to imagine what it would happen to these people if we run out of beer. Consider it done. While we're speaking of beer, Unighost asked me to grab a couple for us. Of course, here you go. Great, thank you. He promised to tell me some stories about Jordan. Oh, I see. Well, in that case, thank you. Nice. Sleep. To sleep, you'll need to build a house or craft a campfire. Sleep's available between 7 and 7. If you choose to sleep, your character will wake up in the bed. Sleeping in your bed restores a small amount of health, while resting by the campfire does not. Alright, well, we're at full health, so who cares, right? Updated. Unighost story. Well, which one of you is Unighost? You. Mate. Hey, Rasmir. Hey, Unighost, you looking at the proud house owner from the valley. And I'm back bearing beers. A job well done indeed. Alright, let me whet my throat with this amber goodness and start reminiscing. I knew Jordan for 22 years before he died. He was my best and truest friend. A brother, actually. I remember... Wait. You knew him for 22 years? She came to the valley just after him, so maybe a couple of years, and she's 32? You saying she stuck around when she was 12? Is that what's going on here? And she was into you? At least as she tells it? That was probably, and he was probably 30? Oh, well, I don't want to do this math. I don't like it. He was my best and truest friend. A brother, actually. Remember the day we met as if it was yesterday. I was 25 at the time, living in the big city of Yellenberg, where I was born. You could say I hated that place, but still, it was the only home that I ever knew. Maybe someday I'll tell you more about that. Anyway, I was forced to take care of my own. So I did, doing the only thing that I could do. Stealing. Oh, you were a thief? I was, and a bloody good one, if I might say. Picking pockets was my bread and butter. I could steal a piece of steak right from your fork, and you wouldn't even notice. It wasn't greed that motivated me, just survival. But I'd be lying if I said I didn't enjoy the process. Fair enough, you know. Isn't honest about it. Stealing is still a crime, no matter the motivation. I'd say you'll want to wait and hear a bit more before getting all high and mighty on me. Yeah, well, exactly. I'm sorry, go on. We had an annual festival at Yellenberg. It always brought a whole bunch of outsiders to town. You can imagine what that meant for a man in my profession. What is going on here? Are you alright, sir? Well, you can listen to the story as well. I could do a day's worth of work in a matter of minutes. I grabbed a few coins here and there, some jewellery, a pair of new boots, and then I saw a nobleman with a money bag strapped to his belt. It was basically begging to be set free. I sneaked behind him in the crowd, like I did 1,000 times before. Child's play. I gently grabbed the pouch, did a little shimmy magic, and there it was, sitting neatly in my palm. Just needed to turn around and disappear like always. And then, wham! What happened? I was punched in the face by what felt like a bull, and I was so shocked I didn't even realize what had happened until I hit the ground. My head was pounding, I could barely see straight, and do you know what was the first thing I saw next? Another blow coming? No, a smile. A big, radiant smile on the face of the man with two different eyes. It was your Uncle Jordan, the one I took for a nobleman. He stuck his hand out, helped me get up, and offered me a beer. Oh. He did realize that you were trying to rob him, right? Of course he did. Well, I don't get it. Well, that's just how Jordan was. You see, your uncle was deadly clever. Smartest man I've ever known, hands down. He could see the world like nobody else, predict things. He was always at least a dozen steps ahead of anyone else. So, on a rare occasion that somebody surprised him, he was intrigued. Oh, fair enough. A curiosity, I suppose. Like I said before, no Google and YouTube back then. You got to get your kicks where, and if you have an inquisitive mind, you know, maybe that's what sort of gets you from point A to point B. And he wasn't expecting you. Indeed, apparently even despite my failure, I was still the one that came the closest to robbing him. And he liked that. So I'm guessing you accepted his invitation, right? No, I didn't really have a choice, did I? I was terrified of the guy at that moment. So we went, and he took me to the most expensive and most crowded tavern in the whole town. Remember that it was the day of the festival. Even entering that place was next to impossible. He didn't seem to care, though. In the matter of seconds, we were sitting at the table being served by two barmaids at the same time. It was surreal. In my mind, there was only one explanation. He owned the place. And did he? Not at all. It was his first time being in Yellenberg. It all felt like a dream, to be honest, especially with me still being dazed after the punch. I was still sure he was a nobleman. His manners, his clothes, the way he talked and moved. And then he chugged a beer like it was a race, wiped the face with a sleeve, and burped like a drum. He went from the lord to the savage like that, and snaps his fingers. I relived that moment a dozen times until I realized why he did that. It wasn't a mistake. Oh no laziness, no moment of weakness. He wanted me to see it, to understand it. Oh, to understand what? That he was full of crap. You see, Rasimir, your uncle was a one of a kind. He was a true master of arms, and his weapon of choice was his confidence. Well, what does that even mean? Imagine a closed door with two armed guards at its sides, and you want what's inside. What are your options? You can force yourself in, bribe the guards, try to pick a lock. But Jordan, he just holds his head up high, walks right in and demands the door to be open. I'm going to be straight with you, it all sounds made up. You were right, that all sounds surreal. I never knew that about my uncle. My mother's stories were quite different. Let's go with that one. Oh, because I'm afraid she knew quite a different Jordan than me, than everyone in the pack. Wait, the pack? Oh dear Rasimir, there is so much more you still don't know. Our story hasn't even begun, but it is getting late. Oh, come on, you can't just leave me hanging like that. Alright, I'm gonna tell you a bit more after that beer we had. We had a couple more, and then some mead if I remember correctly. We were talking about our past, our dreams, convictions, started making some drunk and absurd plans. I thought we were joking, to be honest. The next thing I remember is waking up in silk sheets. Oh, I'm guessing they weren't yours, correct? Are you kidding? It was the first time I'd even touched fabric like that. The ceiling in the chamber was so high it could fit a giant. I thought I was dreaming. Then the servants walked in. I was ready to flee. But instead of fighting me, they presented me with breakfast. Really? How come? It was all Jordan's doing. I've never found out how he managed to pull it off. Whenever I asked, he just burst into laughter, even years after. Needless to say, I left Yellenberg with him on that day. The first time I went outside of the town's walls and never came back. That was the day the pack was born, and 3 years later, there were 5 of us. A real team. A family. We called ourselves the Reminders. Okay, so this is sort of setting us up for what you're ultimately supposed to do in the game as well, right? In a way. Make your own little pack of people. Oh, how I wish I could be there. It all sounds incredible. I've never had adventures like that, and probably never will. Oh, easy, my boy. It wasn't all fun and lovely, but it's a tale for another time. It really did get late, and I'm sure you still have a lot of work to do. Come and find me tomorrow and we'll talk some more. Oh, I'll do that. Thank you, Unighost, for everything. Dude. I'm a bit drunk down the bottom by the look of it. Quest updated. Unighost story. Wait for the next day. Oh, what was that? F for my torch? No torch in slot. Inventory. How do I... Oh, here we go. Now it's in my slot. There we go. I wanted to check my map. What time is it anyway? Oh, it's past midnight. Goodness gracious. Well, let's head into bed. This is turning into a pretty cool narrative, actually. Settle in, team. We might have to do a few episodes of this. We might have to do 100 episodes of this. Let me know if you're on board. I think, I'm actually really quite enjoying this, personally. Yeah, I've been rolling it around in my mind. I don't want to make promises because this channel is still my bread and butter. I love video games and I'll play anything. As long as it's fun, I'll play it, right? I don't necessarily want to shill, but I'm starting to believe that there's room for me to keep doing first looks as I normally do. That's the cornerstone of my channel, you know, these overviews where I show off games. And then alongside that, potentially run a long play or two along with it, you know. And this might be the one for the moment, I think. We'll see. Look at my beautiful house. I'm so proud of my house. Okay. Alright. Double bed. Sleep. Next season? No, I'm good, thanks, but I'll go to the next day. That's cool that you can jump ahead that season. Right, so you can see, Day 2, spring. Now at the top center of the screen, it looks like, yeah, see, that's like 1/3 through spring. So I believe there's 3 days for spring. Wait for the next day. Okay, well, I guess we wait a bit longer. It doesn't seem to have ticked over. Maybe Jordan's still in bed. In the meantime, we can do all sorts of interesting stuff, right? Well, let's have a drink, right? Now, Thingo paid me money, remember? To investigate the rye situation. New quest. Quest target. Gostovia. Journal. Story quests. Chapter 2, Survivalist. Oh. So, I can only track one at a time, sort of thing. Let's track this one for a little bit. Yeah, okay, side quests, challenges. Nice. Set a rabbit trap. Okay, let's do that. Furniture and decorations. Traps. Rabbit trap. Oh, look at that. Now, I figure we put something like this further out in the bush a bit. I'm still not 100% sure. My best estimation for this. Oh, okay, we've got a road up here. Interesting. Let's just go across the road a bit. My best estimation is that it's sort of like the Long Dark, that there's a random dice roll. The rabbit doesn't physically walk into the trap. That there's some sort of RNG, you know, going on. I don't know. I don't know for sure, but that would make the most sense to me. Now you can see it's locked. Oh, that's a bird trap. There you go. 1 out of 1. Trap limit exceeded. All right, and look. Oh, fishing net. But I need 5,000 technology. 550 for a bird trap. Okay, that's not that unreasonable. And what's this? Small fishing net. Okay. All right, but meanwhile, build wooden spear. Handcrafting. Wooden spear. Need a log. Okay, well. Look at this clearing that I've bloody done. Oh, I'm so proud. I guess we'll, it was equipped, wasn't it? Yeah. Timber! Alright. I only really need 1 log. We can just leave those ones lying there for later. Jeez, look at this stump. Requires shovel. Okay. Handcraft wooden spear. Okay, stone knife. Yep. Hunt a wild animal. Survive for a season. Oh, I figure we could go hunting. So let's equip all these things. Now, actually, you know what I'm going to do? Because I have played this, I don't want to play dumb. Having multiple spears is pretty good. Because you can spear a bloody animal in their head and it doesn't give a shit. It keeps going. So, I would even argue more than 3 spears would be ideal. If I recall. So bugger it. Let's make another tree's worth of spears. One, 2, 4. Okay. Craft more. I made a mistake here, I think. Hang on. How do I do that? Oops. I'll figure it out. Craft more. I can just click it with the mouse. That'll do. Nice, 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 nice. Lots and lots of spears for me. Now I'm getting a little bit tummy rumbly. Let's see what's going on. Well, actually, for starters, let's equip that to 3. And then we'll put the stone knife in 4. But I think that's more for skinning. Food. Condition 100%, cool. Oat roll. Number. Don't they have a relative 55 food, right? So the amount of food that they give you. Oh, look at that. Vegetable soup. 50 food and water. Let's hold on to that for the moment. I'm going to eat an oat roll. Look at that. Big food. I don't know if my meter adds up to 100, actually. That's interesting. Oh, no, there it does too, actually. And we can see there. We've got poison. We've got alcohol. Don't know what that is. Smell, maybe? How pooey I smell? Possibly. Alright. Let's go. Into the wilderness. See if Batman vision helps us at all. Log. What the fuck? Let's just grab that and take that with us. It's a bit weird, isn't it? Alright, I'll ready my spear. Should be able to... Oh, hang on. Settings. Would it be gameplay or keybinds? Crouch type. Toggle. Accept changes. I don't know what that is, but it's moving. Is that using my stamina? No. What sort of range you reckon this spear's got? Oh shit. I think I missed. Alright. Oh, looks like my spear fell out? Am I understanding that correctly? Yeah. Is there a way to track these things if they bleed or anything? Because I don't like the idea of just, like, is he gonna run off and just fall over and die now? I like this little wooden track. Oh, what's going on there? There's a cart down there. Oh, overdid it there. Might investigate that later. Berries. Oh, there's a fox. Health. I don't care, I'm chasing the fox. Come on, come on. Oh! Well, we killed something. Dude, this spear is shit. Skin? Let's go. 6 meat, 2 fur. Okay. That's a wolf. Alright, let's head north. Something out here with me. Alright. Maybe we investigate this cart while we're here. Noble boots. My. Look at that. It's got some spare shoes. Some Susie Q's to slap on my feet. Oh my goodness. I am a spoilt boy. Alright. Mate. A hard day's hunting. Oh, let's check the rabbit trap while we're in there. Oh, it looks like it's still up. Nice. Well, there you go. Another day, another adventure. How good was that? Let's have a quick sip. So I got hurt by that fox a little bit, but I'm okay for the most part. Yeah. Nice. Alright, well, I might as well finish up there for the moment. Let me know if you want to see some more team. I'm pretty keen to keep going. Might just leave it there for the time being, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.